Alright, I'm going to introduce my car collection, my stable. We got 6 cars total, but only 3 of them are working right now. This one here, I remember I bought for $250 as a roller. If I stick with it, I'm going to paint it with my light blue to dark blue fade livery. This is cool. I like this. It has the Velcro already on there, so the new body, I'll just keep that going with that. Easy on, easy off. Let me get this servo tape off. That's how old this stuff is. Look at that. That's servo tape. So the bearings seem like they're still good. That's spinning really well. We got the biggest draw on this for me is the big bore shocks. If you can see those, hope it's in focus. Those things, this thing's plush like a Cadillac, and that wheel's still spinning. So I mean, damn. I'm gonna have to tear it down and clean it, oil it, build it back up. But whether I keep it or sell it, I don't know. It's got the heavyweight wing spoiler in the back. This is actually functional. This thing hits speeds. Only brushless motors is gonna go in this. And then it takes like a square battery. It has spacers for the different sizes. I don't know if I have a battery. That would fit it. I guess, yeah, I guess this one would fit it. Oh yeah. No. It's not flat enough, so I have to get a new battery for that. No worries. This is how the game goes. Screw those on a little bit, but all this really needs is a servo, a new servo horn. This is plastic. The shocks are crazy plush. I'll rebuild them though, because this thing's been. Man, this thing's like 6 years old and it's stable, I guess. But yeah, this not much of a parking lot basher. This is strictly for the track, because you don't want to jack this one up on concrete. But yeah, a brushless motor, a servo, and then a battery and radio electronics, and this thing would be good to go. So this would be one of the projects we work on. It looks like the gear is exposed. I have to get a cap for this. I know I have a servo in here in my stash. Also, the other draw with this is it has the mid motor. The motor's inside of the front wheels. It's not behind the back wheels, or it's in front of the back wheels rather. It's not. The motor's not behind the. So the weight distribution is different, and it's supposed to corner better because of that. Again, with these big bore shocks, man, the wheels are going to stay on the ground. Planted. These tires I know are old. I ran these on the outdoor track years ago. Maybe it's an issue of just sanding them down, or maybe just replace the whole set. No big deal. But yeah, that's the B5M. M for mid motor, because it is inside the front wheels, or the back wheels rather. This is the T4 Truggy. It's got some wheel spin on that too. Again, the same tires that were on the rear of the B5 are on all 4 of this one. This is a lot of fun at the track. You can do a lot of cartwheels without tipping over or ending up on your back. Spoiler, I'm sure is functional. It has my custom, well, my personal livery, the light blue to dark blue fade. Yeah, I like that. I remember painting that. I got this whole roller for $50 with like extra parts, and the body came with it. The guy just wanted to get rid of it. So that's a good deal. I'll keep this. This might turn into a parking lot basher, however. It's got some RPM parts on there that are kind of heavy duty. One of the first things you do when you buy these is end up breaking this center piece here, which throws your front wheels off. Everything's done. You're done for the day. But it's got the oil-filled shocks. It's not the big bores. I might end up getting big bores for this, but this has, you can see the motor is on the back like the normal stuff. It's a T4. It's probably 15 years old, more than that. I have a reedy brushless in here, the whole system. It's got servo, and it's got a receiver. So this one, all this needs is a battery, and I got plenty of those, but I'll probably get a long stick pack for this. You know, aftermarket factory team parts here, carbon fiber. But I think it was fun at the track. You know, it really performs. But I think I might make this my parking lot pimp. Let me see. Yeah, this might be my parking lot machine, and I'll have to name it, make a sticker for it. Love all my stuff to be custom. But this is a fun truck right here. I'm sure it can get some air too. It's just some of these factory teams are so brittle, they're made for jumping and landing at certain angles. They're not really used to flipping on concrete and stuff. Like Traxxas vehicles are crazy. Arma. This is a Team Associated T4 trucky. This is the heart and soul of the channel. I got into crawling just to try it out. Really, I didn't think I would like it, and once I got into it, this truck out the box is crazy. It's crazy. I have video. I shot some video with it. You can see. Yeah, this thing is crazy. It lifts off like this. The body has a hook. It never comes off when you want it to come off, but there you go. I have a new body for this. I'm going to replace this because I don't like my truck looking like everyone else's truck. And a lot of people are buying these redcatascents. This is the basic one because I didn't want modifications on it. I wanted to make my own mods. But I did change the front and rear springs. From the black springs, I have low-C mini pinks in the front for soft, and then medium in the back, the reds. But I have a new set of shocks I'm going to run. I'm thinking full droop, maybe partial droop. We'll see. I also have a new motor that has a speed control on there. So this is brushed. I have a brushless hobby wing. I'll do a video when I install that. But what I think I can do is take this, since I won't have a speed, the ESC is connected to the new motor. So what I might do is put the battery up front. Right now it sits on the side instead of the back how it originally came. But yeah, I changed a lot of things on this, and I'll do a breakdown of it. But I have front portal weights on the front portals. The springs again changed, but the whole shock will change next time we look at this. The motor will probably be different. The wheels, I bought new wheels and tires. Down the line, I'll probably change the whole chassis, man, if I start comping it. But it did pretty well at the indoor course at the hobby shop by itself. At some point, all of this plastic is going to be metal, and a lot of this metal is going to be carbon fiber, because I'm having a lot of fun with it. So I'm gonna be working on this and probably build another one. But the tires are soft, they're sticky. This was a good buy. But it was my intro to crawling, and man, crawling's fun. So this is my concept vehicle. This is where I test out different suspensions. I have the long travel. These are, I think, 120 millimeter shocks. I can drop this from 3 stories high with no problem. It just lands on the wheels, it drops, and then rises right back up. It has one of my quick run brushless motors in it. That's going to change. That's coming out, and I might put that in the B5M. Yeah, I'll probably do that. I have extra motors and stuff. So I have options. This, yeah, I don't know what's going in this. We'll figure it out. But the tires, Enduro wheels and tires, and matter of fact, I don't even think they're Enduras. I think I just bought some random stuff, but they're pretty hard and not really built for crawling. Rock bouncing or rock racing maybe, yeah. Nice low profile servo on this. Probably keep it with this, but when I change it, I'm gonna try to make it into more of an RR10. So I'll end up getting the, what do you call it, the trailing arms from the RR10, and mount the shocks here and have it connect to the trailing arm down here, and then just get a sway bar just to try out that RR10 type build. I looked at getting a Yeti, and it seems like a lot of people break them right out the box. I saw some on eBay, and yeah, I don't know, because if I'm running it in the parking lot, then I don't want those issues. The only issue with this one really is the steering has a little bit of slop, but not too bad. I just noticed this screw came out. I lost a lot of screws when I took it out for the first time, but this car is what got me into crawling. I thought I would make my own from scratch out of this Amazon chassis, but I like this just for concepts, trying out different things. It's got all the electronics. It runs. It's one of the 3 that actually run. Trying to strap the battery in here is a headache, but I think to test different suspension geometries, different parts, this would be really cool. Transmission is going to have to get switched around. It's not on correctly, but that we'll work on that. We'll work on that. And I might end up getting a wider chassis and really focusing in on getting this U4RC ready and get some nice racing in there. But everything on here is metal pretty much. Gears, the axles, chassis, drive shafts. Yeah, everything on here is pretty much metal. So it's almost a buggy made out of upgrade parts. This is my Yokomo Dib RC Drift. It's the old school. It's probably about 15 years old, 16 years old now, but it's got, oh, this battery can go in. Wait, I think this can go in the B5M. Okay, save money right there. But this, I'm debating on it. I don't know if I'm going to keep it. It's a 4-wheel drive drift. If I made it 2-wheel drive, it would not be pretty because it doesn't have the steering angle that the RWDs have. But it does have a nice strong servo, so I always have parts, nice strong metal servo horn. Electrics. This is one of the 3 that runs as well. So the concept car, the crawler, and this are the ones that runs. These shocks, now that I feel them, that still might be a little too hard. I had trouble getting a controlled drift out of it, but it's 1.5 counter steer. So for every one time these move, 1.5 is here. So it's it's overdriven. It's almost like a rear wheel drive, but it's not. And then it has the freewheel in the front. The bearings seem kind of tight. If I do stick with this, it'll be fun. If not, it's going on eBay. I'm not really addicted to it. The first thing I did was take a Dremel to it and cut the chassis down after I built it. This was one of the, no, this is the one that I built from kit. The rest of them I bought either used or ready to run, which is the standard right now. It has my Hobby Wing Quick Run 10.5T brushless motor in there, and I have the program card in there, so I'm wondering if maybe I should change the throttle trim to get some action out of it. The biggest spur I can fit in here with this servo, it's not enough. I can't even fit a bigger spur, so I got to make that work somehow. We'll figure it out or not. But most of this has been all this blue metal, all upgrade parts. I don't even know how much I spent upgrading this car, but I don't even want to know. But yeah, oh man, yeah, these shocks are way too rough or hard. I think this is the wheel and tire combination that did the best when I went outside and tried it out, but hopefully I get it running, because these are good for outside concrete stuff. The drift tracks won't even let this on the track because it just bungles up everything. And then last, this thing is in pieces, but this was the car that got me back in the RC. It's got the oil-filled rear shocks, front and rear shocks. You can see I spaced them out. This actually has a lot of track time. All the hours I put on this car were all outdoor track time. It's gonna need the most attention. It's got well, this receiver goes with this stuff here, so I'll just separate that. But it has the motor that goes behind the back wheels. The original stuff it came with, I wore everything down. But the first day I took it out, I actually took it out outside, not on a track. Learned very quickly that this thing belongs on the track. It's the B4.2 race spec. It's not the factory team, but you know, it's good enough. And it has my favorite paint scheme I made here, which the crawler's gonna get as well. I didn't upgrade anything inside. It's gonna need more than just a servo and a motor and a battery. It's gonna need the electronics, obviously, but oh, here I got the wing right here. As long as that fits, I can cut that out. Yeah, we'll figure that out. Yeah, it's gonna need some steering parts. Not sure how these bearings are. Yeah, I'm gonna have to make a list, but to reiterate, the first thing I broke was this front piece. I forget what it's called, and I got the J Concepts metal replacement. Never had a problem since. This might be hard to find parts for. It's a car from, oh geez, I don't even know when it came out. The 20-aughts, maybe 2008 or something like that. The B4.2, but it's a nice ride, man. It got me around that track, and it jumps and lands so soft. Doesn't really need the big bores. I have the big bores on the B5. I might turn this into either a dragster, if I can find parts to extend this, take the motor and everything back, or find a new chassis, or maybe just a speedster, just focus on the gearing and everything. But it's gonna have to be taken apart, clean. This would be a nice project for the channel. Yeah, get it re-oiled, get the shocks re-oiled. This might be a speed tester, but it has options. But it's not even worth anything on eBay, so I'm gonna have to make something out of it. But yeah, that's the lineup, man. These are the cars we're gonna work on for the channel for now until we get maybe buy some rollers on eBay and fix those up, see what goes on. I think this might be one of the more interesting builds because we don't know what it's gonna be yet, but it'll be something. It'll be something for sure, man. Yeah, we have possibilities. If you got any suggestions, leave them in the comments. But yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you hang in there. Peace.